Welcome back, everybody. Back with some more Starsector. Grampy the robot in the house. And I've returned to Sevi. We have some things that we need to do. Ooh. Ooh. Right. Do any work for me? Inquire into a competition issue. Tires Ludic, farming on Kalad 18. You want to bring 600 Marines there? I don't know about that. How about a potential sale? You want a capital ship? Yeah, that's... I'll need to think about it. That's where we're right there. Alright, so we're here to sell some things. Oh yes, so many things that need to be sold. I do want to sell them... Wow. I want to sell them on the general market here. It's probably most of it's going to go to the other place. Well, not these. These will go here. I don't need to sell them on the black market. That's basically what I'm saying. Just throw them out here. This will go... These go here. It's good to have surpluses. All this stuff, though, I think it's going to get sold at the other base. Probably. And then, I don't know what to do with these. Boy, oh boy, do I got to dump some weapons. There are so many things here. All these blade breaker weapons, I want to keep. So I'm going to sell the missile blueprint package. These Hiver weapons, which we know both of. All this stuff I'll keep. These VPCs, I guess I'll keep. Forge template, I don't know about that. I need to use that stuff. We got blade breaker fighters. Advanced Aurorian fight. These are all really good. Okay, I don't need the salamander. Sigma Tech. S-Mine Discharger. Oh my goodness. I need to keep that. Excess initiative weapons I can get rid of. Light autocannon I can get rid of. This missile. 3 ordnance points pressure missile. Nah, I'm using different missiles. Breach SRM goes. Atropos goes. The heavy silencer machine gun. It's a blade breaker weapon, so it's naturally amazing. Very high ordnance points. Wow, 7. But amazing. Railguns will dump. These railguns will dump. Light mortars will go. A single torpedo from Sigma Tech. That's... I don't know what Sigma Tech is, but it sounds amazing. Here's a lens dem rack. 3 missiles. Some ion cannons. I'm not using ion cannons. I'll use something else. Hammers. Hammers. No, we'll dump hammers too. ER pulsed lasers. I mean, these are good. They shoot far too. Bongos. Sews. Light machine gun can go. Incendiary sprayers. I love those things. Plasma bolters. Improve the chances of a hit on fast targets. Interesting. Vulcan cannons can go. PD lasers I might keep. For now, anyway. These are double. Double missiles? Okay. More blade breaker weapons. These blade breaker weapons are so crazy. Plasma scatter PD. I bet you it's really good. A Reaper launcher is good. Thumper will go. Tillum autocannon will go. Another blade breaker weapon. Oh my goodness. This is a pressure weapon that has charges on it. All our attempts to analyze our guidance system have failed, and there's nothing to analyze, which of course merely raises additional, more disturbing questions. Smart plasmid mortar. Shoots 1,000 range at medium and does armor damage. Guided smart plasmid projectiles track enemy ships to impact. Hits cause air explosion of 150 extra energy damage. Actually an amazing weapon. Oh my goodness, these blade breaker weapons are just they're too much for my brain to comprehend right now. Here's another missile. We're not going to use it. Morgan Tactical Lance. Probably won't use that. Pylon definitely will not use. Might end up using that. Pulse Laser we will not use. Mortar, no. Electron Torpedo Loader. Shooter. Cool. Heavy Maulers, probably. Graviton Beams, no. Shellhawk. Anti-shield medium ballistic for 1,000 range. Kind of amazing. 20 ordnance. Oh my, it's giant. Hits on hull, 20% chance to do 200 energy damage explosions. And raise target soft flux by 300 400. That's cool. Electron bolt projector. 16. Hits on armor, arc to weapons and energy, dealing extra damage and raises hard flux. That is a crazy EMP weapon. 4-second refire delay, though. Rocket pod. Definitely can get rid of those. High intensity laser, I kind of want to keep. There's a place where that could work. Oh, railgun. Come on. I got a railgun. A big old heavy rail cannon. What is this? Anti-capital shield? So good. So good. This is a large anti-shield weapon? Anti-shield torpedo? Kinetic support missile. There's 20 of them. Does... Oh, it shoots like a... No, we're not rocket podding. Here's an SRM. Tracking SRMs shoots 15 at a time. That's like 4,000 damage. It's kind of gnarly. Hammer barrage we're not going to be using. Hurricane MIRVs we're not using. All this stuff we might keep. It all could come in handy soonish. Alright, well we dumped some stuff. I think I need to put all this into storage, to be honest. But I refuse. I refuse. Alright, we'll take this money. And they'll love us for it. I need your supplies. What are we? We're none here? Give me your supplies. You know what? Give me all your supplies. Still none. Perfect. I need crew as well. We'll buy, I don't know, a bunch of these guys too. Minimal. Okay, I guess we'll get, I need more supplies. I need more crew. I need more everything. Yeah, I need more everything. But first we have 3 slots to load up here. So here's a dreadnought. No dreadnought available there. None in the normal star either. It's ECM destroyer too. Kind of want that. Because running the ECM destroyer, 12 deployment points. Very expensive maintenance. Because you have high maintenance. There's a lot of fuel too. But you have ECM package built in and high-res sensors built in. 2 medium weapons, 3 small. How's that stack up to our other ones? That's a destroyer right there. 3 medium hybrid. And you are just a gnarly monster. You have 2 hybrid, but you're amazing. You have 3 mediums. Alright, so it's kind of light on the... Yeah, it's kind of light on the weapons side. What can I put on it? I'm actually not sure. Maybe I won't get it. Maybe I'll just buy a Dreadnought. Or two. No, we'll buy one Dreadnought. Phase Grazer Core rapidly reorients the ship in the desired bearing with a nudge in the velocity direction. Drains a small amount of flux, especially when the shields are down. Drains flux. Capital-sized hull that has been developed and seen more as use as propaganda tool rather than a weapon of war, while its sheer bulk gives it respectable firepower. It is comparatively inefficient to the use of multiple Maelstrom battle carriers. Wait, what? Maelstrom are deployed as the main strategic bombardment platform. It is comparatively inefficient to the use of multiple Maelstroms and has trouble to find a place in the Navy's fast-paced doctrine. However, when used as a demoralization and bombardment platform, nothing else in the avionics arsenal holds a candle. Well, it's got 2 large weapons and 4 fighter bays. So, and 375 points. So for an additional 15, I'm getting like 150 deployment points. That's kind of crazy. Or 150 ordnance points, I should say. Burns 11 fuel. I'm gonna have to build in thrusters on it just to keep up our speed. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's buy a Dreadnought and build it right now. Build a Dreadnought, build a Dreadnought. Oh, it's got 4 fighter bays. That's crazy. Alright, what do we got here? All the fighters all come to the center. I like it. 6 mediums. Okay, so it shoots kind of... Oh, well, they shoot front, sort of. Where's the heavies? The larges are there. You can put a really nice... Okay, this thing's got some... Wow. And it's got micro missile arrays times 2. Oh, that's a lot of missiles, man. Advanced ground support. Increase the effective strength of planetary raids by 200. It's got an extra 200 range. When it needs to be readied for combat, increases CR recovery cost by 50%. That's not great. So we need to throw in some Wanzers on this thing. Wanzers. I could also throw in the drones. D-mines and plasma bolters. Next strike wing. Or I could just run 4 Wanzers, which I think we'll do. I'll throw in, well, I have you. I have you. I have you. Should I just run 4 of these Blazarias? Bodyguards. They got EMPs and tombstone handguns. Maybe throw in a couple bodyguards in there. So what's our recovery time? Pretty long for all of them, but I think this is okay. Resilient flame and automatic. Okay, you got a Birchall and a micro Glocks. You got your anti-fighters. You're just a big shooter, big hitter. Yeah, these will be fine. These will be fine. Now for weapons. Well, I think the first thing we do is we throw on the augmented field drive. What is this? All damage increase. Nope, that's used for smaller ships. I could put an alpha core in it. Alright, I want to put this in there. I like the PD arc emitter. It's handy. We will need stabilized shields. Yeah, I need stabilized shields. B Fortress Protocol. Why can't we use it? Oh, you need a convoy drive. Okay. Makeshift shield, militarized subsystems. Yeah, so we need stabilized shield for sure. Putting out a Wincom suite. I don't feel like this wouldn't work. Sign an offers to establish a squadron. I don't think we can use that. Recovery shuttles will help us get troops back, but we don't want to use it. We're not using it for that anyway. Improves hull and armor receive. The improved hull and armor receive less EMP damage. Increase the mass of the ship. Integrated targeting unit is what we'll take. And I think I'll build that in. We also need to make you faster, which will be augmented field drive. And do I need to extend your shield? I probably need to extend your shields too. With 90-degree shield is not good. It's just not good at all. Okay, well that's what it's going to be. The augmented field drive is definitely getting built in. Because that's 40 points. So confirm that. And I'll consider heavy armor on it. Effective armor value cannot go over 5% of the original value. Even if stripped away entirely, damage reduction from armor cannot exceed 85%. Yeah. Armor reduces damage taken by a percentage that depends on the relative strength of the armor compared to the amount of damage. Yeah. Alright, let's throw on some big fatty weapons. What is this? That's a 1200 range weapon that shoots every 4 seconds. That sounds amazing. The other option, heavy railgun, also sounds amazing, but then for mediums, oh boy. Now that we're putting on some all kinds of crazy stuff here. Yeah, I think the mortar is going to go on the front. We're going to have a lot of weapons on this thing. Wow. Throw on some of the blade breaker weapons. Degeneration cycler. Doesn't shoot far enough. Yeah, okay. We can do... We can do 2 of you. And... then I need... I would like a second pressure weapon, to be honest. Oh, I don't think this gets the integrated ballistic and energy weapons. Your synergy requires energy, counts as energy for stat modifiers. Okay. I need another. What is this thing? Anti-armor composite, 800 range though. Oh, you can put missiles. Oh, the other option is a whole ton of those laser weapons. Ooh. Don't think I have enough weapons to run this thing properly. I mean, I have enough weapons. There's tons of weapons on this thing. Let's put another anti-shield weapon there. I need some anti-armor weapons, though, like long range. So might have to be maulers, unfortunately. Just throw the maulers down. Now I might have to change these to missiles. It is possible. I'd like you to be PD. Probably this one. Terrible accuracy. That's not great. Let's just make it a flat cannon. It doesn't shoot far enough, though. It doesn't shoot far enough. Flat cannons just don't shoot far enough. I have too many weapons. There's too much choice. It might just have to be Raptor point defense. Here we go. This will shoot far enough. So there's your big point defense. Now we put on the big boys. This doesn't shoot far enough at all. So maybe we're putting on a shell shock mega cannon. Shoots every 4 seconds. Once, right? Yeah, shoots once. 1,000 damage per shot. Since it's slow to shoot, it's 250 damage per. It's big EMP hits. It can arc, dealing extra flux. That's great. And what about you? I might just have to do a Gauss cannon. Although Molnir is just amazing. This could be good too. That's a very big shield gun. I might need to replace this with something armor damagey. Needs more range though. Oh, here's another arc weapon. It's missing the range. Because we have a lot of anti-shield basically. It should be okay. I will put... Let's pump up the flux. I don't know if I'm gonna put a ton more anti-everything on here. Like if I put some PD up front, it's handy. If I can find some proper PD. Another option is to put on these anti-small craft. Because they kind of work like PD. Because this is going to be shooting down everything. Probably should use one of these as PD too. Oh, you know what? I can use PD lasers. That won't be bad for some of this. These are medium hybrids. I don't have the points. I have 5 points left. Man. So what's our other option here? Run drones. Just run a ton of drones out of this. What's your replacement rate? Really fast. Instead of running mechs. And we'll use it more as a battleship. Here's an interceptor drone. Do I have another one? I do. Let's get into some points back. Here's a twine drone. Nope. Talon drones. Get some missiles. You're okay. These are free. Oh, you railguns only. So this gets us more points. 25 points to be exact. We're not putting anything on the back. And we're basically trying to run heavy weapons here. So to keep our flux down, our flux is super high. Missiles? Can we do missiles? No. These have to be hybrids, so energy. Missiles would have to go here. They're not composites. S-mine discharger. I love this idea, but I only have one of them. It's 800 range. We might be best by throwing on a distributor. Reduces the shield's arc by 25. Decreases upkeep. Oh man, speed's 30. It's got to shoot long. Flux distributor will give us 150 extra flux. And then 5 of these. I would put the integrative targeting into it. This might work out. This might work out. How's this thing gonna run? Micro missiles, you're just gonna shoot. So, Shell Shocker Mega Cannon. I think you're just gonna shoot 2. Shell Shocker Mega Cannon. What group are you? 3? 180? Yeah, you're just gonna shoot. The rapid turret's also just gonna shoot. I want... What I want is not... I guess the missiles. He would be the thing I click on, and then... Group 6... 305. Group 5 is the most. At 600. Now we're dumping 2100. Minus 375. So we're dumping like 1700, let's say. 1800. 1700. 1775. So if we're shooting 1775, they'll probably be these. Firing. Oh, they fire 300. They're really... They're high flux usage. Wow. We could do better. Maybe just PD instead. Yeah. We'll just knock those down to PD for the sake of the flux. 40 flux per second, 30 flux per second. Just loading these up with PD might be better. You're 200 flux a second. We got all damage, shields, shields. Shields, shields. And that's all damage. So we have 3 dedicated shield weapons, 3 dedicated armor weapons. This is a ton of flux too. Let's try it out. The mortar, the mega cannon, and the missiles? Sure. Run a simulation against the Paragon. This might not work well. Paragon might rip it. Where is Paragon? Here, you know what? We'll try against this guy first. I'm not gonna fly this thing. It's got a phase core. I can't drive it. And here we go. Alright, so it shoots a ton. We fluxed them out. That thing's a big railgun. This shoots... Okay, okay. Alright, alright. Let's check. We'll run a simulation, but it's gonna be our cruisers and stuff. We'll run a big fleet battle here. Sure. 254 points. And we'll fight, you know, basically everything here until we get 254. Is there any big guys? 273. We'll fight 2 of them. Sure. Go. Here we go. So you can see a big fight in the last bit of this episode. We'll see how the Dreadnought does. There's a lot of missiles flying in. Now, it should do pretty good. It's mostly... Actually, there's a bunch of cruisers. Yeah, there's a bunch of cruisers. We should see a lot of death, though. This thing should be able to wreck people. Yeah, shield up. It's got some big range. But we might be more efficient by shooting just the one ship. I don't know. This is a big battle. It's like a 500-point battle. Maybe a little more than that. 525. Here we go. Yeah, the PD Volkov thing is doing quite good. I don't see our fighters back out. They are out somewhere. I just don't know where they are. We haven't been told to engage. Oh, they're right here. They're flying around all over, just shooting missiles. How's the battle looking? Well, looks like we're going to cage them in and kill them over time. Just a big ranged ship. Now the other option I can have with this one is big, huge the shield damage these things do. Big, huge missiles. I could run 6 missiles on this. The medium missiles, big ones. So you could run 6 Reaper things on this. It's really slow, so you'd just be launching Reapers everywhere. Could do that. Imagine being able to rip 6 Reapers on somebody. I think it would be 12 actually if they shoot 2 at a time. It's pretty decent on flux, not amazing, but just decent. And yeah, we are... They can't shoot down this mortar. Shield damage. That light blue thing is the Aurorian shield weapon. Wow, we're shooting with such long distances. It's hard for us to kill anything. Like everybody, they're just playing coy here. So the other option, I could run 6 graviton beams, and it could be a beam ship. But I'd rather stay with the new modded weapons. So it does look like no destroyer can come near this thing, and its weapons are very long range. It doesn't have a lot of PD. It's got some. But I do like that it has moves. It can skip like that. That's nice. Okay. Having fun built-in weapons would be great. I think the other 2 slots we're going to put some Machina Void Shipyard ships. See if I can get a couple more destroyers. That'll come in handy. If we can get a cruiser from them, that'd be nice too. Okay, this is working out. Now the 2 not large. So we have blue from these 2 up front, purple from that guy. What about you? This thing ever shooting? I don't know if it's actually shooting or not. I'd like it to shoot. Mostly sitting with something. Oh, it shot something. Okay. It shoots like a railgun. I'll look up for a second and all the onslaughts are getting killed. Yeah. So the fighters shoot like a big wave of missiles. And they just hang out to defend. Which is good because it'll keep fighter swarms off this thing. There they go. What kind of damage they're doing here. So the other option with the ship is to run the DA weapons instead. Alright, good enough, good enough. So if I look at large weapons from the A, be like these maestro cannons or these siege lasers. Oh, I did want to run siege lasers. It's 30 points. That's 32 and that's 21. Oh boy, long range accurate but slow rate of fire suitable against shielded targets. So I could. This is 32. 1200 range, 1000 damage. But I could put a siege laser on it. I could put 2 siege lasers on it. And run. Does hard flux. Shoots every 2.25 seconds. Takes a whole clip to recharge a whole clip. So that's fine. Basically, it will never stop shooting. Uses a ton of flux. 1700 flux. This uses 450. So 1800 per shot though. How much per shot? 1250 per shot, but every 2 seconds. So your flux per second is 1700, whereas this one's every 4 seconds you shoot. After 3 shots you'll regain 1, so you will eventually run out of ammo. Does hard flux damage though. It's so good. This shell shock cannon is just better. I think the siege artillery though, poor and slow turn rate. Poor accuracy is not good. But I am curious. I am curious, so let's throw it on there. I want to throw it on there times 2. So we'll take these off. And we'll replace them with hyper velocities. You'll be placed by hyper velocity 2. And you'll be given the big boy cannon. We'll just do new groups here. Run a simulation, have it fight a Paragon. Let's go. Alright, so 4 hyper velocities. Just to add on that massive amount of railgun damage. There's the big siege cannons. How much damage do they do? It's that big orange looking shot. There they are. They don't do too much damage. You got EMP'd a bunch. And the missiles. The missiles just keep on firing. The ship is actually kind of gnarly. Can you shoot the big ones? Yeah, there's the big ones. Oh, he took them. It actually shoots pretty fast. So it's taking damage to the armor on the bottom left corner here, but it's killing a Paragon with the siege cannons. That's actually pretty fast. Now if I refit it with those other weapons. Ooh, where is it? This thing. The Shellhawks. This bad boy and this thing. This thing wasn't really hitting. So here, we'll do another Shellhawk. 1. Alright. We'll fight the Paragon again, and we'll just compare time to death. This is probably going to be a lot faster. Probably. I think we're still going to beat him. The ship is better than a Paragon. Clearly. Alright, so here goes the firing. At least I think it's better. We shoot a lot more, that's for sure. It's prettier. So he's coming in closer to us. Thinking about a Paragon's got a Fortress Shield, which I think he's got up right now. But our gun adds hard flux every now and then, so that's pretty gnarly. Can't let him turn his shield off, which he keeps doing. So as long as our ship is not shooting, it's draining flux. Look at that. You don't get hard flux on this ship. That's its weakness, hard flux. Alright, now he's shooting everywhere else. Actually, the hypervelocities were better. They're hitting now. Oh, maybe not. Maybe these are better. Just tons of damage. Okay, this actually was faster. Less capacitors. Oh, that's how it goes. That is just how it goes. And then the last option for this is to throw in like a whole whack of missiles. What are these? Rocket pods? Yeah, there's that. Missiles. There's not a lot of missile weapons available from DA. I mean, I could just put a bunch of these on there. The flux is really low, which allows us to run more flux-intensive weapons, just more weapons in general. But this is pretty strong, these big boys. Flux per shot 600. Maybe that's the problem. The flux is too high per shot. No, that's 1,000. This is a slicer. Does this have limited ammo? Ricochets on shields can cause 100 damage. Fragmentation explosions on hull or armor. 14. That's a composite weapon, counts as ballistic. If I had more of them, that'd be nice. Could put a bunch of thrush missile systems. I could try that. It's got some range. They'll shoot every 11 seconds. Probably just get shot out of the air, though. Could try it. Could try 4 of them. Flux is way down. Flux is way down. So then what you'd put here is... Oh, I could also run like a ton of EMP. Would be pretty strong. You can run a lot of EMP on this thing. You want to make sure you're doing shield damage, though. So it might make sense to throw in, like, these Rexons. PD lasers would be okay as well. Ibis point defense would not be very good. Monogram railguns would not be very good. They don't do anything but hull damage. Incendiary splayers. Just a ton of incendiary out of it. Could work. We do something like that. We wouldn't be able to run this exactly, but yeah. We could try this. One more test. One more test. I have no idea what's gonna work out on this thing. It's got 2 micro missile arrays. Oh, the Thresh is just shot. Missiles away. Trying to get him hard flux. That's the goal here. And to overwhelm his PD system. It's quite difficult, actually. He rushes. He hasn't shot the shell shock once, actually. Oh. He's missiling like crazy. Oh, there's missiles in. There, his missiles in. Oh, wow. Yeah, having this thing... Whoa. Whoa. Turns out the missiles do a lot. Oh my. Because we still have the 2 big guns. Having the 4 missile launchers? Kind of amazing. We need to finish him though. There he goes. There he goes. Alright, how many thrushes do you have left? They just keep on adding more. So you can just keep on shooting 8 at a time. Why is it upgraded or increased the number? 4? Oh, they do upgrade. Okay, it's like 30 seconds. That's a lot of missiles. Okay, so while they're reloading, you can shoot 8 at a time. There you go. There's 8 at a time. And now they'll just reload slowly. Not a bad system. Its reload time isn't terrible either. Man, I'm tempted to use these. Reload is 30 seconds. Feels like a long reload. Is there a way to make that reload less? Like fast missile racks or something? Expanded missile racks. Capacity. Don't need that. They're auto. Additional birthing. No. Expanded magazines. Ballistics and energies. No. We need like a fast missile racks or something. Oh, I really like this. Because they don't use flux either. Yeah, I think I'll keep this for now. That's it. That's what we're doing. Alright folks, I'll see you in the next episode. We will be driving to the Machina Void Shipyards area and trying to pick up a couple ships there. Bye.